Okay guys, I figured a few things out here. This lock mechanism, this screw here was too tight, so this could not even move. It was so tight. And this spring here, it's supposed to be a spring, but it looks like someone took a staple and tried to make a spring out of it. The spring probably broke that was in there. And it looks like they bent a staple to try to make it work. But to me, it doesn't. And I think it's supposed to catch on, if that's what the original shape of the spring was. I think it was supposed to catch on this little nub. Or somebody put a little weld bead on there to try to make this staple work. But obviously there's supposed to be a spring that pushes down on this lever here. And that's part of the sear mechanism. So when I pull the hammer back, see if I can do this. And let's see, it's hard to do. Here, come here a minute, will you? I need your help. I'm going to pull the hammer back. So now that engaged into that notch there. And I think this spring is supposed to put pressure on it so that when you cock the hammer back, this lever pushes up into the sear. And then the trigger mechanism, here's what was broke there. The pin was broke and I just put a nail in there for now, just to show you how that works. What I'll probably do is, this is like a hard finish nail. So I'll probably do is cut that off and then peen the end over on this side here. But I'm not sure exactly how these set trigger works. If there's some of this sear here is broke off, but it doesn't seem to want to engage with the other piece there. See how it's supposed to engage? If I turn the screw all the way out, then it'll engage. See how it engages there? Springs up. But when I do that, this spring is no longer in that groove anymore. So I'm thinking a piece is broke off of here, or that spring that goes into that part is broke off. I think this is okay, this part. I think part of this is broken off. That lip right there. That's supposed to make it engage easily into that one. That's how the double set triggers work. This is your adjustment. This screw down here adjusts the sensitivity of the trigger. How much it engages right there. So I think it's pretty obvious that broke off a piece of that. And then when you pull the trigger, it looks like you pull this trigger to fire the gun, and this is a set trigger to set it trigger lighter. Because something has to, if I got this all arranged correctly, see, a lock goes in like that. Hammer, lock goes in like this. This little lever goes through that hole there. I'm not absolutely certain. I'd have to put it together, but either way, part of this mechanism has to push up on this. When you pull the trigger, this one pushes up. So I'm thinking this one pushes up on that lever there. Let's see if I can get it there. And it fires again. So needs a little fixing. So I need a spring for this and a pin for this trigger here. If this trigger even does anything, I could probably just leave it and use, if this is the trigger that fires the gun, I'll figure that out once I put it back together. Then I could just not worry about this one here and just use this trigger to fire the gun.